So you've done it. You've poured months, maybe even years into your research. The paper is finally written, it's polished, and it's ready. But now you're facing that huge, and let's be honest, kind of scary question. Where on earth do you publish it? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how to find the perfect home for your hard work. Yeah, this is the big one, right? Choosing the right journal can feel like trying to find one specific book in a library the size of a city. It's a massive decision, and it has a real impact on your career and who gets to see your findings. But don't worry, it doesn't have to be this overwhelming thing. We're going to map it all out, step by step. Here's our game plan. We'll start with the problem itself, then we'll dive into getting your paper ready, then we'll go on the hunt for the perfect journal, and finally, we'll cover those last-minute checks you absolutely cannot forget before you hit submit. Think of it as your roadmap from manuscript to publication. Okay, so how do we get your paper ready? Now, this might sound a little backward, but the best place to start your search isn't by browsing a million journal websites. Nope. It's by taking a good hard look at your own manuscript first. Trust me, this step right here will save you so much time later on. This initial groundwork is absolutely essential. First, finalize that manuscript. I mean it, no more little tweaks. Lock it down. Then you gotta know what you've got. Is it a full-length research article, a short communication, a review? Next, and this is the honest talk part, you need to assess its quality. Is this a revolutionary, field-changing discovery, or is it a really valuable, solid, incremental advance? Being real with yourself here is key to aiming for the right target. And finally, you have to run that plagiarism and novelty check. This just confirms your work is original and ready for the world. All right, with your paper prepped and you know exactly what you're working with, it is time for the journal hunt. This is where we start actively looking for the right fit, and we're going to use some smart strategies to make it way more efficient. You know, the first and maybe the single most important tip is this. Don't try to do this all by yourself. Your professors, your mentors, they are your secret weapon here. They've been through this, they know the landscape, and they know what your university expects. Seriously, tapping into their experience can save you from a world of headache. Okay, for the actual search, you have to know which index you're aiming for. It makes a huge difference. If you need a Scopus index journal, your first stop should be the official Scopus website. Simple. For SCI index journals, your options open up a bit. You can search on Clarivate or go directly to the big publisher sites like Elsevier, Springer, and Wiley. Knowing exactly where to look is half the battle. So as you start finding potential journals, you're going to want to evaluate them based on these three key things. First, check the journal's ranking. You'll see these categories, Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Basically, Q1 represents the top 25% of journals in that field, so it's a quick way to see how prestigious it is. And of course, the most crucial part, does its subject and scope perfectly match your paper? Sending your work to the wrong journal is pretty much a guaranteed rejection. So, you've done your homework, you've found a journal that looks like a great fit, you're on the home stretch. This is the last mile, and it is all about being careful and paying attention to every little detail. And here's a huge one, a really practical point: money. Before you get too excited and start the submission process, you absolutely have to check the publication fees. They can be anything from $0 to thousands. Make sure the cost is something you or your institution can actually afford. Finding this out after your paper gets accepted is a nightmare you do not want to deal with. And now the final actions. First, and I cannot say this enough times, read the author's guidelines. Read them carefully. Format your paper exactly the way they tell you to. It shows you're a professional who respects their process. Then, take a deep breath and hit that submit button. And finally, you wait. The peer review process is not fast, so you just gotta be patient. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Simple. Choosing a journal isn't a lottery, it's a strategy. By looking at your own work first, searching smart, and double-checking all the details, you can dodge a ton of frustrating rejections and seriously boost your chances of getting published in a place that will really make your work shine. And with that, your paper is submitted. It's out there, on its journey. But while you wait, it makes you think, doesn't it? Is your next great idea already starting to bubble up? Because for a researcher, that journey of discovery, well, it never really ends.